You're staring at a virtual machine that is crawling to a halt. You check the CPU usage, and it's practically idle. You check the memory, and there is plenty of RAM to spare. The standard metrics are completely green, yet the system is barely responding. The culprit hiding behind those healthy metrics is almost always storage latency. Latency is a precise measurement. It tracks the exact amount of time it takes for your physical hard drives to receive, process, and respond to a single read or write request. If you only monitor processing power and active memory, you are completely blind to how long the system actually spends waiting to retrieve its data. A virtual machine operates under a highly convincing illusion. The operating system behaves as if it has a completely dedicated physical hard drive, ready to read and write data instantly. The reality is much more crowded. The virtual machine routes requests down to a shared physical storage array serving dozens of systems. If that physical storage takes more than 20 milliseconds to respond, the virtual machine freezes. Virtualization offers immense flexibility, but a software file is always strictly bound by the physical speed limits of the hardware it rests on. This shared architecture creates a specific data traffic problem known as the I/O blender effect. If you stack 10 different virtual machines onto a single host, they generate their own data requests simultaneously. Clean, sequential data streams get chopped up in the hypervisor and spat out into the physical drives as a chaotic, random mess. Then a synchronized event occurs. Maybe it's 9 a.m. and everyone logs into their virtual desktops at once, a classic boot storm, or an automated antivirus scan triggers. The physical storage is suddenly flooded with thousands of competing operations. Because these machines share the same physical array, the heavy workload from one isolated virtual machine ripples outward, crippling the performance of unrelated neighbors. To diagnose exactly where these traffic jams are forming, you have to track a single data request down through the 3 core layers of the virtualization stack. Looking at this stack, we start at the top, the guest layer. This is monitored by the GAVG metric, which measures the total end-to-end delay the virtual machine experiences. If that total delay climbs over 5 milliseconds for a read request or 10 milliseconds for a write, the user operating that virtual machine will start to feel it lag. Next, the data moves down into the kernel layer, the hypervisor itself. Here we look at the KAVG metric. Data should spend almost zero time here. If your KAVG reading is anything over 2 milliseconds, the hardware is fine, but your data is stuck in a hypervisor software queue. Finally, the request hits the physical hardware at the device layer, measured by DAVG. This is where we measure IOPS, the total input and output operations the physical disks can process per second. When a virtual machine reports high latency at the top guest level, it is almost always a symptom of an overloaded array or a configuration failure sitting at this bottom physical device layer. Knowing this exposes a widespread mistake. When administrators create a new virtual machine, they often look at their available data stores and simply place the machine on whichever one has the most free space. But physical capacity does not equal performance speed. Managing a system based only on gigabytes completely ignores the I/O blender effect and the actual data traffic bandwidth the drives can handle. As you can see with these two identical data stores, a high-demand database virtual machine needs to be matched with a high IOPS flash drive, regardless of how much empty space is sitting on a slower SATA drive. Treating virtual storage management like traditional physical storage management guarantees performance failure. There are concrete ways to defeat this latency. On the hardware side, you can deploy all-flash storage arrays. These provide massive, predictable IOPS bandwidth that can simply brute force its way through morning boot storms. On the software side, implementing a VM-aware storage system allows the hypervisor to monitor and map latency directly, tying performance data accurately to specific machines. Operationally, you can eliminate self-inflicted traffic jams by staggering heavy scheduled tasks. Spacing out automated backups and defragmentation cycles avoids artificial spikes in data requests. Virtualization gives you the power to spin up entirely new servers in seconds. But if you fail to actively monitor the latency across the entire storage stack, you are just speeding blindly toward a system-wide traffic jam.